Namaste, Star Family. Welcome back to the Matrix Oracle. This is another pick a card reading in honor of this new moon in Sagittarius according to Western astrology. I'm highlighting the Western astrology as we have more and more conversations collectively about different systems of astrology. We will hear about Vedic astrology, true astrology, galactic. I personally work with all systems, including draconic and heliocentric from the perspective of the sun. And that's not surprising with Sagittarius energy, or also according to the true sky Ophiuchus, the 13th sign where we have this new moon energy, that this type of conversation is being felt. If some of you are interested about this type of topic, know that I will take the time once I'm settled in my new home in the mountains to talk more deeply in 2025 about those topics, because ultimately I do believe that all systems have their value and they are a reflection of our multi-dimensionality. Okay, so without further ado, let's move on to the speaker card reading about your answered prayer. Okay, with this new moon energy, there is this understanding that everything that we are, everything that we believe, everything that is dear to our heart creates this vibrational field, and it creates this prayer, this chant, this song, and there is an answered prayer that is manifesting through this cycle of 28 days. Okay, so let's pick those piles, and for the ones that want to pick according to zodiac placement, I suggest the moon placement, so your natal moon placement. But it can be your sun, your rising, and that's something also I want to highlight, especially because I have moved. Whenever you're moving location, you might not know, and here I am telling you, you might be changing also rising sign. So I was born in France. I was born in the Western astrology as a Pisces rising, and now moving into another location, becoming a Sagittarius rising. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, yes, my new location is exactly where this new moon in Sagittarius or Ophiuchus is occurring. So I find it very interesting. I just felt call for some of you, if that's something that is topic that are interesting to you, please let me know either in the comments, or you can DM me, email me. But no, this is something as an astrologer and a reader that I would like to cover, okay, at some point and address. Okay, but it's big topics, big collective shifts that we're addressing. So I want to take my time for this. Okay, so let's see what we have. Pile number 1. I free myself from critical thoughts towards my body and my worth. Beautiful. Okay, we have Scorpio. We have Aquarius. We have Pisces, and we have Leo. I don't know why I'm doing this little cascade, but yeah, it feels like I want to do this, so I will. Pile number 2, we have I trust the change unfolding in my life. Beautiful. See all this circle energy? Great, I love it. So we have Aries. We have Cancer, we have Libra, and we have Virgo. Yep. Last but not least, we have, ooh, I love this. My inner compass knows the way. Beautiful. With Taurus, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Okay, Interestingly, for some of you, I don't know why, but I feel called to share it. Ophiuchus, the 13th sign, if some of you are at that level of understanding or astrology, is between Scorpio and Sagittarius. Okay, so let's rock and roll with those messages about your answered prayer. Hi, pile number one. Welcome to your pick a card reading about your answered prayer in honor of this new moon energy. You picked a card, I free myself from critical thoughts towards my body and my worth. Okay, and you have, if you picked according to Zodiac placement, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Pisces. Okay, so let's get some of those messages, even though I really want to mention, okay, between the body and the worth. If I were to associate this to the astrology, to a natal chart, I would wonder and suggest to look if you have anything in the first house and second house, okay? The worth, a lot of the belief associated to the worth, the body very much also connected to the year of the womb, okay? But it would be under the horizon. I would even go towards even the fourth house because it's the house of family. And sometimes I see the home as also the home where the body is the host for the higher self energy, the source energy. Okay, so some of you, if you have especially a moon in a first house, second house, or fourth house, that reinforces the synchronicity for this message about your answered prayer, but it doesn't have to be. And as a reminder, I mentioned it in the introduction, some of you might not realize, but if you were born in a country or in a city and you moved far from it, okay, not if it's on the same area, it's very subtle, but if you've moved continents or you move from a coast to another, you are changing the house system, and it's called relocation chart. So some of you, there might be something about your relocation or a place that is calling you. Some of you have been wanting to relocate, found a new home. I feel for you, pile number one, there's something connected to everything that I've already channeled. Okay, so let's see what we have for you as far as the cards about your answered prayer. So pile number one for this new cycle, the new moon in Sagittarius, Ophiuchus, depends on what system people use. Okay. But personally, I will tell you, I like Western astrology because of its high connection to the manifestation of reality through the physicality. I will have more details about this type of understanding upcoming when I have more time to create content for videos that is connected to knowledge around astrology. I see clearly. Wow, love this. On a magic carpet. On a magic carpet. Love it. Let's see what else. Okay, and this. All right, let's look at your cards. I do want to look at this little card here. So pile number one, there's a confirmation about the connection. If you've been wanting to manifest something, it's as if your body is acting as a compass. And it's the way for you to travel. It might be some type of travel, astral body traveling. Okay, I have one frequency that I'm already thinking for you. Okay, and I'm going to mention it now, the astral body healing frequency. Okay, this is one frequency that I like for you, pile number one. Okay, astral body, there might be something that you've experienced on your multi-dimensional layers, okay, that is helping you to manifest your prayer. It's almost like I'm seeing here with the criticism, the thoughts, and the body, okay, that when you remove the thoughts, your body is able to ground itself to the earth star chakra and bring you the vision, the clear vision to whatever direction you are meant to go to. And as a result, your heart field, your emotional fields knows exactly where to take you. There's some type of momentum that is coming for you, my dear pile number one, in terms of manifestation, very clearly. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, I wanted to read behind. I willingly forgive. I breathe love into my vision, and I see with compassion and understanding. My clear insight is reflected in my outer sight. Wow. Okay. There's some breath work that could be useful for you, pile number one, to clear any type of doubt, worry that would be in the way of your answered prayer. You see how she has her hands as a V, like a victory, okay? And with this energy that looks like an arrow down, bringing the blessings, bringing down the blessings. Prayers go up, blessings come down. I really feel like some of you, that might be something that could be useful to remember. I actually remember at some point that I had this quote, this is exact quote, prayers go up, blessings come down. That was like a wall decal, and I put it on my wall. That's something that I feel for some of you, that might be a clue, that might be some mantra or affirmations that you want to repeat, because there's confirmation that the more you free yourself from fear, from doubts, whatever the mind could be creating for you, dear pile number one, the more your vision is going to become clear and is going to be manifested on the outside. Here we have, oh my God, my dreams reveal that magic is real and anything is possible. Wow. I love this. You have the number 11 and you have the number 44. You're definitely someone that is connected to angel consciousness, pile number one. You know, manifesting through synchronicities, through signs, through number of repetitive numbers, patterns. So pay attention to the signs through those next 28 days, as it's going to speak to you, especially repetition of ones and repetition of fours. Then we have, the many paths. You know, I feel it. Okay, let me look at this and then I'll speak. Archangel Cassiel told you, face fear and rise. Yin yang. Remember when I said here, the mind is the one that creates the fear, the doubts. So you need to bring harmony. Yin yang. You know, you guys, this is like so interesting, because before I could align with channeling messages for this reading, I had to do a meditation that was inspired by Goddess Nyx. Okay, and some of you are part of the Star family and you have access to the Goddess readings and muses. I'm going to suggest it here if some of you want to access it, okay? It was just so powerful because I did a specific practice to clear the channel, and I had to bring the blue flame of unconditional love, because I felt so much fear. I was feeling so much fear about speaking up about the topic of different astrology. Again, that's me as a person, and it's an illustration. But it is a cycle where you're going to be asked for your prayer to be answered. To face certain fears, it's going to open up pathways that you did not have access to previously. You see, it's the many paths, is you believing in your dreams. And when you quiet the mind, you're able to be transported by this energy. Okay, so I'm going to put Goddess Nyx currently in Scorpio according to Western astrology. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's deep dive into what's opening up for you. Okay, and what else wants to come forward for you, pile number one. By the way, pile number one, if this is you and it resonates, drop me a yin yang. Drop me a yin yang. Yeah, it was very powerful energy. Some of you, let me know if you try the Goddess Nyx template, because I had a template that I shared as a guided meditation, and it was really powerful and it helped me open up this pathway here. Okay, so we have all of this. Okay, all right. They came as a group. You see, it's very interesting. Okay, pile number one. This new moon effect is the beginning of you being able to face certain limitations. Limitations that were created by how you think and how your thoughts influence your body. Some of you, it's like to the point, like, you know, when you have certain apprehensions, it freezes you and you're not acting on anything out of fear. And that's what is being revealed here. When you quiet your mind, when you let yourself release the thoughts, the body can relax. And then the heart field can open up and give you the solutions to the things that you thought could not be possible. Anything is possible. So there you have it. Okay, very strong guidance to quiet the mind so it opens up, and there's new pathways that are opening up. So for you, I feel pile number one, and I was hesitant about putting this pick a card readings title as your answered prayers. Okay, but for you, it's definitely with an S. Okay, it's multiple prayers. Once you release the critical, the judging, the worry, the fear that the mind can create, you will not believe the magic carpet, okay, that will arise. Many doors are going to open up. Some of you, there might be some shamanic healing abilities. There might be something about dream weaving, manifesting your dreams for sure. We have here, wow, the World card. Nice. So you're shifting your vibration, manifesting something, manifesting a new world. You see how there's like some type of energy of the wind is taking you in a new direction. Look at this wind. propelling you forward. Then we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, ending a certain cycle, especially related to your thought patterns that used to bring fear. Then we have the Moon. Beautiful. And the Knight of Swords. Wow. Do you remember when I said angel consciousness? You're supported by divine beings. Look at all those birds, all those messengers of God, of the divine. Wow. Many prayers, many beings supporting you. Look at this. She's flying. Okay, and this moon card is very interesting because you see this, is it a cat? Yes, this little cat is actually seeing in the reflection the panther, the jaguar, sorry. Go panther, yeah. There is a greater version of you that wants to be born through this cycle. One that is not limited by what the mind can whisper as a limitation. What seems to open up for you? Some of you, I just was called to look at the house. It could be a home. It could be a vacation. You see how this, it could be a new direction. a new vision, a new dawn, a way to feel freedom. Freedom, but not just freedom, but expansion in your freedom. Feeling that this is a call. This is something you're answering, a truth you're answering. Wow. You know, I love doing those oracle card readings. They always make me feel so good. So pile number 1, with this new moon energy, the only guidance that you have is to watch your thoughts and watch how your mind can trigger a certain response into your body that could freeze it. You're going to be called to transcend your fears. And when you do, many paths, many prayers will be answered. And some of you, you see, like how I said, like, okay, a new home, vacation, and a new direction, a new dawn, a new career. It seems like you can have it all. The only culprit would be your mind, okay? And I'm suggesting the astral body, because in the astral body, the things that haven't been processed, okay, from the mind or from the body, your emotions, your heart, your connection to your heart is going to support you. You're going to be supported to find the power of your heart, because that's one of the strongest engine. Once you have access to that huge portal, you know, the heart is shaped and functions like a vortex. Vortexes are portals. You're going to be able to be propelled in that energy, and you're going to be able to find solutions that you never had access before. You're going to be able to rise up from past challenges. So that's what I have for you, my dear pile number 1, for this new moon cycle. I'm sending you many blessings, much love and light, and please remember to like those videos. It supports the channel to grow. Namaste. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your pick a card reading in honor of this new moon energy. So you chose the beautiful card of I trust the change unfolding in my life. Beautiful, soft energy. I feel for you, my dear pile number 2. It would be like entering your soft era, your goddess muse era, entering a time where, you know, if you had to be one of those spiritual warriors, karmic chain breakers, you're entering a phase where all your efforts are going to pay off. If you chose according to a zodiac placement, which I suggest in this case, your natal moon, we have Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Virgo. Okay, so let's pull some cards about your answered prayer. Oh, wow. Okay, it went, you saw, there was just an alignment straight under the star, under the zodiac. So let's see this, because it made me very curious. Archaea, freedom, enliven your senses. Remember how I said a drastic contrast and change if some of you were karmic chain breakers? Okay, there is a freedom. You're breaking free from a repetition of a karmic attraction, a soul contract with this new moon energy, my dear pile number 2. Trust it. Trust this is going to be the beginning of a new era. That's the word for you. It's a new era. All right, let's see. Let's see what else wants to come forward for pile number 2 about the answered prayer. Okay. Ooh, I trust my inner wisdom. Look at this. Beautiful roses. Let's see what's behind. As I go about my daily affairs, I listen to my own guidance. My intuition is always on my side. I trust it to be there at all times. I am safe. You know, with the word safe, I really, and all those flowers, I feel like you're blooming in a place where your feminine energy feels the safety, the security to bloom and rise, to express itself, especially with your senses, the sensuality of the feminine, of your body. And this is not the gender, I'm talking about the energy of the feminine, your intuition, your imagination, your creativity. But it required you to be in a place of safety, of security. So some of you, that's part of your answer prayer. Stability, security, that is being manifested at this time. Okay, so let's see what else. Pile number 2, message about their answer prayer. Can we get some details about this new cycle for them? Okay, all right. I don't know why, but this card is there on the side and I just am drawn to it. It says, as I say yes to life, life says yes to me. Yes. If you're going to have an offer in this 28-day cycle of manifestation, pile number 2. If you're hesitant, yes is going to be your answer. Okay? Say yes. Be open to the change. Be open to new opportunities. Okay? It says, life mirrors my every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. Maybe this is also a rehearsing of this type of patterns instead of, especially if you're coming from a place of having to be a spiritual warrior, a wounded healer, a karmic chain breaker. This is a new page of your book. This is a new chapter. You're able to enter an era of softness, of security, of being able to cultivate with the plants, especially flowers, cultivate your peace through positive expectation, positive reinforcement. Okay? Then we have, I am at home in my body and at peace in my spirit. More flowers for you. Wow. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, the flowers always connects me to the crown. Because when you work with Kundalini and then how the sacred geometries of the crown is the lotus flower of 1,000 petals, 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 petals. It's just like you're discovering an expression of yourself that you had not have access before. A version of you that finds more security, space for slowing down, serenity, expecting good things to come to you. And that's something you've worked at, you know, letting go of and shedding multiple layers, you know, of fear, worry, challenges, contrast, duality. And then we have, I forgive and let go with loving ease. More flowers. I swear, not all those cards have flowers. Oh my. This is beautiful. I am going to suggest vibrationally for you, pile number 2, to work with the same frequencies that I'm going to describe in the description of this video, which came up for pile number 1. I strongly feel the same thing, working with your astral body, because it's going to help you open up the emotional body, which is more of the feminine emotional space, okay? And releasing what the mind could have told you and what the body could have created as a result, you know, like that's why I was explaining pile number 1. And by the way, if you hesitated, maybe there's something there for you. If your thoughts starts to freeze you and you cannot act, you know there is some healing here. And what helped me, because I had felt this, you know, that kind of like freeze, because there is so much change that is opening up, you know, all those cosmic shifts that are occurring. I kind of felt that. And I work with Goddess Nyx. Goddess Nyx is the goddess of the night. She loves astrology, astronomy, working with esoteric knowledge, principles, meditation practices, affirmations, you know, but all in that secret space. So some of you, if you have access to the Goddess YouTube membership, that is something that I would suggest, that is listed below. Okay, we still have some cards for you, pile number 2, about your answered prayer. So you're experiencing a new era. That's opening. The crown chakra is opening. It's opening to say yes to the universe, to say yes to new creations. Yes, yes, yes. And the universe is hearing you. I feel like your communication with the divine, pile number 3, is much greater, and it's going to show through this cycle. Oh my God, the lightning. I love this card. I often see it as a manifestation of your desires coming down. Blessings, you know, your prayers go up, your blessings come down. Blessings are going to manifest very strongly as you continue to soften, to allow yourself to expect the best. You know, maybe some of you want to review the teachings of Neville Goddard, the law of assumption, or even Deepak Chopra has the 7 laws of spiritual success, where he has different spiritual laws that could be supportive here. You're working with the universe through this cycle. Pile number 2, it's very strong. It's very strong. So let's see what the tarot cards want to share as far as adding to this message. Okay, we know a little bit more about those manifestations for pile number 2, for those answered prayers. Okay, the 9 of Swords. If you're still struggling with a certain sorrow or certain grief, you remember how I said you're supposed to enter a new chapter, okay? Look at all those books that are open. Some of you, I feel, if you're struggling through this cycle to see the results of your manifestation, you might have had, and I mentioned it, you might have been here to be a karmic light warrior, like a karmic warrior. You're here to break the chains of karma in your ancestry, or for a certain topic or a certain subject of life, you know, and you're going to be victorious. Trust it. I feel that some of you need to hear. You see how this little cat is like trying to be heard? It's your intuition. Your intuition is trying to tell you to keep up your efforts, to keep up maybe the process of surrendering to work with the divine. If you're struggling, I'm going to put this for you as well. Pile number 2. The surrender is the portal. Okay, if you're struggling with feeling that the universe is hearing you, is supporting you, I am going to suggest this frequency, especially, you know what, I have birds in the background. And birds, the sound of birds, is an image, creates an immediate soothing of your nervous system. Okay, your nervous system needs to probably relax. So I love that we pull some tarot cards, because some of you that could feel like, oh, that's great, I want this to happen, and then there's like a lot of still vibrational, I feel like debris, you know, like you have to release this out of your multi-dimensional body, okay, and you're still doing some of this purge. If you have access to all levels of YouTube membership, I'm going to also suggest the nervous system that regenerates. So nervous system regeneration. This is a 16-minute frequency that I created really for myself initially, because at some point I remember when I was I had a 9 to 5. I was studying to get, you know, my sports medicine certification and other, you know, specialization for that topic. And so I was like nonstop, and I had different hats, different jobs. And my superpower, what helped me through the amount of things I had devoted myself to, because I knew I was aiming for that new dawn, for that yes, for that creation with the universe, I was power napping. And every time I listen to this frequency, I fall asleep, but not like in a rejuvenative sleep. And I wake up always like a couple of seconds before it ends. It's like pure magic. I love it. It helps release your nervous system and feel like a boost. It's like a reset on the computer. So if some of you are interested, that's something I really love. And I'm very, very happy with the results. Okay, so let's see what else wanted to come through for you. Pile number 2 over this change. Okay, your answered prayer. Wow, look at this, the 8 of Wands. Remember when I said you might have to realize that you're currently cleaning up on multi-layers of bodies. Okay, so surrender, let the cosmos help you do this cleanse. The 8 of Wands is highly connected to communication with spirit. So you have the elements of the universe. Lightning for manifestation, for bringing this. But some of you, there might be a call to still create some space. You see all the openness, you have created already enough safety around your intuition, around listening to the synchronicities to the universe, around building a different type of mindset that is more open to free you. But it seems that energetically, when you're working with your multi-layered temple, there's some cleansing that still needs to occur. Okay? If some of you resonate with this, drop me a tornado. Okay? And I'm looking forward to hear feedback on some of those frequencies. Some of you are just amazing with this, to let me know how it's been impacting positively your life and how you're even sharing it with other of your clients and everything. So thank you so much for, you know, being part of my journey, but also allowing me to be part of your journey. You're definitely helping so many souls through that process. Just know it, pile number 2. I really feel like this is important for you to know that every time you break a chain, every time you free yourself from a constraint, a limitation of the mind, of belief system, you know, or something that you had to forgive through whatever contrast you had to experience, know that you are vibrationally sending this gift to everyone else. Everyone, especially that is also doing the same type of energy work as you. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile number 2. I'm sending you many blessings and much love and light. And please remember to like those videos. It supports the channel to grow. Namaste. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to this picker card reading in honor of this new moon energy. You chose the beautiful compass card here. My inner compass knows the way. Number 22 seems significant. Okay, if you chose according to your zodiac placement, I suggest the moon, but again, you can choose whatever feels that it resonates most for you. We have Taurus, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Okay, so let's look into your answered prayer. For you, I feel the word vibration coming up strongly in your case. Okay, so let's see why. Why do I feel a strong shift in vibration, maybe? Okay, let's see. Maybe some type of mature... Whoa! Did you see how... Okay, well, you know what? I'm being called to look at that card with this because, yeah. Okay, and I am going to... No, all right. Okay, there's some... You're definitely changing some things around. You know, pile number 3 here. Okay. So, let's look at this. We have I see my parents as tiny children who need love. Interesting. Remember when I said something about maturity? Huh. And then it says, I have compassion for my parents' childhoods. I know now that I chose them because they were perfect for what I had to learn. I forgive them and set them free, and I set myself free. Is that why there's like a change in direction here, or something about how you're able to evolve? Let's see that card underneath. Archaea Grace. More flow, less hustle. Oh, could it be that part of your answered prayer is to overcome, the matrix around having to work more to receive more, or hustle instead of like, oh, we have to do this job, or because this assures a certain amount of money, whatever was the limitation, or you have to do more to get more. Okay, here I feel that some of you, especially pile number 3 here, because you're here listening to this, that was part of something you had to transcend. A limitation that was inherited because of how your parents were raised. And it seems to be very much around work, money. Work. Yes, a lot of work. Okay, so where is it guiding you? What's the answer? Oh, the owl. Oh, in the angles of the zodiac, the number 39 is all about receptivity. It's such a strong intuition and nudge. And I'm going to share this with you, pile number 3, because I suggested for all the piles, and I'm going to give it to you as well. If you have access to the YouTube membership, Goddess or Starseed level, the Goddess Nyx in Scorpio in Western astrology has some messages for you. And why I'm saying this is because my Goddess Nyx is exactly in the angle of the zodiac 39. So being keenly aware to see through the unseen, that's something that you are manifesting. Being able to see what others don't see because of your maturity, the wisdom of the owl, but not any wisdom. Working with energy, the energy of flow of what? The universe. Following the cycles of the universe. Some of you even looking into astrology, learning about your chart. Every time I see a compass, for me, this is like natal chart activation for sure. We have also, I never pulled this card. Oh my God. I didn't even know this archangel was there. Archangel Barakiel. Live outside the lines. You guys, I have to share this with you. First of all, look at those colors. You are manifesting a life that is so much more joyful. And what we're seeing also is that, you were probably born in an environment or in an ancestral family lineage that was going to be very contrasted with what you were meant to manifest, because you picked those parents to give you the contrast. You see? Boom. Give you that contrast to have this effect, this alchemy. So this would spark within you this desire for this release. Okay, let me share with you how I learned about Archangel Barakiel, and not from this deck, because this is like maybe I've had this deck for a year. It was 2021, just before I actually got a surgery. I had a tumor that I had on my face that I had to operate, and gosh, this was creating a lot of fear of the unknown. Okay. And this archangel came to visit me. And this archangel is also highly connected to laughter. So I could feel the spirit just kind of like pushing me or tickle, like energetically there was something. I could feel a presence, and it was really loud and strong. And it kept on like tickling me. And I kept on like having to burst into laughter. And I was like, there is something here that is creating this. I don't feel like I'm normal. And I think I looked up like angel or archangel and laughter, and connected to laughter. And that's how I discovered, I don't know how the archangel made me find it, but I did. And I was just like amazed. And I feel like some of you here, pile number 3, this is something that your empathetic, intuitive, psychic gift is helping you manifest a new direction in life. And you know, you trust it. And this is a reading, and in this cycle, you're, you believing in this type of field of perceiving, because we know the spectrum of light that the physical eye is able to interpret or to even grasp is very little. We grasp maybe 1% of what is really there. We have so much more that is beyond what the physical eye, the human physical eye, can see. And you're someone that when you work with this type of energy, you're able to get out of the constraint of a certain box, having to work hard to get more. You're aligning with the flow of the universe, and that's beautiful. That's part of your purpose. I really feel like there's something about purpose, your alignment to your natal chart, why you came onto this earth, maybe your connection to the stars, you're connected to a specific star system in your chart that's creating this. Okay, let's get more messages. Okay, we got a whole little pile for you. Okay. Let's get organized. Okay, maybe there's something that you're supposed to plan to organize and set into motion. Okay, let's see. Now, we have, the Hierophant. Love it. The King of Cups. The High Priestess. The Seven of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. The Fool. And the Strength. Wow. I'm being called, where is my finger? I'm being called and drawn to the energy work. To the energy work around the clearing. So, your answered prayer here, pile number 3. The way to, first of all, there's a specific outcome, okay, with the opportunity of the Fool card and the High Priestess. There's something that in living outside the lines and the owls, only you knows, okay? There's a certain manifestation of a career or life path. Maybe some of you, it has to do with a master number. Maybe you have a life path number that's number 22 or 11. Okay, there's something you're here to manifest, and that's specifically related to your gift. Okay, that through this new moon cycle, there's a specific gift, a specific clue, a specific point. Can I have a clue about what that is? The Spiral. Okay, it's a specific cycle. It's a specific experience you had. Or maybe a specific access to a certain knowledge, okay? Or a certain experience, okay? It's something that's specifically to you, okay? Maybe the pentacle from that cycle, okay? So the gem, the gift that a certain karmic repetition, karmic soul contract gifted you is going to, and maybe because it's on the same line as the parents, maybe being born in that spiral, born in that lineage, born with that specific connection to the stars, okay? That there's a specific activation of your gift, your magic, your perspective. There's something you're able to grasp about yourself that you could not before. That's going to allow more flow. Maybe some of you still had to clear something around your you know what I feel? I don't know why, but all of a sudden this wand here, the baton of that, what do you call this? Un balai. Broom. This is the French in me. Your broom, the broom. Okay, the stick. Okay, it went to the mermaid. And then I saw all of this. And I'm like, I felt like this Lemuria, Atlantean, but also like your connection. Like there's something maybe about a past connection to either Atlantis or Lemuria. It's going to or both. Okay, there's a connection to your South Node, your past life, your 12th house placement. Okay, something from the past that is coming to help you. Also, the choice of what family you came to incarnate with. Okay, and it took a while. It was always meant to take a while, pile number 3. Because you were going to have to wait for the natural cycle of how the laws of the universe work. And also probably get to a point of a certain maturity where you're reflecting, where you're working on yourself, where you're bringing the cycle into your own hands. Like, okay, I can't control how others are, how my parents are, but I can control how I behave in relationship to that spiral. And I can go against the grain and decide to flow more with the natural movement of my soul. For you, pile number 3, I do feel if you were hesitant to pick another pile, I would suggest to look at your South Node Zodiac placement and get a message from there, because you have something from the past that is going to help you. It's an opportunity. It's unknown because it's your past soul's experience. I would say here for some of you, if you wanted to look into a natal chart reading, and you will tell me and you would highlight, if you ordered it, like look into the past life of your South Node, that's something that could support you. This is, I'm like super excited, but it's almost like I don't know about what. And I know because of the High Priestess, I'm not meant to know because there's so many people watching. But you do. You do. Okay? Yeah. If that's you, pile number 3, drop me a compass. Drop me a spiral, a compass, I will know. Or now. Drop me all 3. Okay? But this is what's coming for you in this new moon cycle energy. Your answered prayer is around something from the past that you're overcoming, you're transcending, you're breaking free from, thanks to your connection to the unseen, thanks to your inner work, thanks to your patience, thanks to saying just thank you, okay, even for the challenges. I'm hearing this song, thank you for joy, thank you for pain, it's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful day. Yeah, there's a lot of gratitude that I'm feeling coming from you, coming to support you, and that is opening up some doors that you had not opened before. So that's what I have for you, my dear pile number 3. I'm sending you many blessings, much love and light, and please remember to like those videos. It supports the channel to grow.